Okay.
Growing up in the black community, I always heard my elders say, don't catch the sugars or you might go blind. I didn't believe them. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shumay Mebin. The purpose of this speech is to explain eye disease caused by diabetes. When I was 18, I was a freshman in college and I found out that I was a diabetic. Instead of focusing on my health, I decided to live my best life. It caught up with me. In 2018, I lost my vision due to diabetic retinopathy. Today, I will discuss what diabetic retinopathy is, the two main types of diabetic retinopathy, and a course of action. First, let's begin with what is diabetic retinopathy. Diabetes can cause cataracts, glaucoma, and diabetic retinopathy. According to the Diabetic Retinopathy National Eye Institute, diabetic retinopathy is an eye condition that can affect blood vessels and the light sensitive layer of tissue in the back of the eye, which is known as the retina. Diabetic retinopathy is caused by uncontrolled high blood sugars. High blood sugar the retina in the body can damage the retina, which is the part of the eye that detects light and sends signals through the brain through the back of the optic nerve. Damages to the eye come from sugars blocking the blood vessels from the retina, causing them to leak fluid or blood. With these blockages to the retina, more vessels begin to form which don't work properly, which make them bleed or leak easier. According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, there are two main types of diabetic retinopathy: NPDR, non proliferated diabetic retinopathy, and PDR, proliferated diabetic retinopathy. Now, let's elaborate on the two main types of diabetic retinopathy. First, there's NPDR, which is the early stage, which most diabetics have. NPDR, there's two main things happening. One is macular edema, which is where the blood vessels are leaking, causing the retina to swell. And then there's macular edema, which is where there's the blockage to the retina where blood cannot get there. A lot of people have the blurriness with this one. Then there's PDR, which is the more advanced stage of the diabetic eye disease. With this, blood vessels are growing with over the retina, and if there's little blood, a little bleeding, then there's black floaters. If there's a lot of bleeding, then there can be blocked vision. Those new blood vessels forming cause scar tissue. The scar tissue can damage the mecdemia or it can detach the retina. This is actually the most serious type, and this is how people lose their vision. That is how I lost my vision. Now, let's discuss and elaborate on course of action. First, your doctor, if you have diabetic retinopathy, could want to see you in every 2 4 months to do a comprehensive eye exam, which is basically just recording and taking color pictures of the back of your eye, the back of your retina. Then your doctor could want to prescribe you eye injections or laser treatments to shrink the extra blood vessels. Next, they might say you need surgery. According to Vistrectomy National Eye Institute, vistrectomy surgery is basically where your eye doctor will cut tiny holes in the eye wall and suck out the extra vessels. They might even try to remove some of the scar tissue. Depending on your course of action, your doctor might actually inject an air bubble or a gas bubble in your eye. This is an outpatient surgery. It does take up to several weeks to heal. You will not be allowed to drive. Your vision could go all the way, your vision could come back. During this healing process, your doctor will give you a shield and some eye blockers like this to kind of protect the sun from your eye. But if you do lose all of your vision, you might end up with a walking white tip cane like this one. Now, here are my closing points. So today I discuss what diabetic retinopathy is. Diabetic retinopathy is an eye condition caused by uncontrolled high blood sugar that can affect the retina in your eye. I've discussed the two main types, NPDR and PDR, and I've discussed the course of action. Now, when my elders tell me something, I will start to listen. Thank you and have a good night.